experience at all with modular homes. My nephew had just purchased a house with you, and talking to him with the process and still looking for land. I contacted you guys, I contacted you, Bob, and we started the process. And again, I think knowing nothing about modular homes and how they were built, it was all new experience to me. I only knew about stick-built construction. I think the big difference for me was the design phase. You could get in there and see the floor plan and do a lot of different things and change things that you can. Sometimes you can do that with contractors. It depends on who they're loyal to as far as products and things like that. So I thought the process of building the house or designing the house was very easy. Picked the floor plan, changed walls or changed doors, whatever we needed to do. Went through products, flooring, windows, colors, and I think it went really well. The banking process was wonderful. I mean, I met with Megan at CNB Bank, and it was quick and easy paperwork. Did some, credit checks, things like that, and everything went well. Again, I knew nothing about modular homes, but I'm impressed. Meeting with Amanda was good. Met with you and Amanda that first day, and we sat down and kind of went through the book and figured out. And I kind of looked at your website prior to that to look at the different designs, so I kind of had an idea what I was looking for. Originally looking for a single level, really didn't need a basement, and a couple of bedrooms. This was actually a 4-bedroom house, and we changed one of the bedrooms to an office, which was really nice. Worked out well for my design. The design part. Now, as we designed it, and they sent me the blueprints of the packet, I started seeing things I wanted to change, which was pretty easy. I could call Amanda or I can't remember his name, John, I think, and say, hey, look, that window wanted centered, or that door, and they were changed that day, and another plan was sent right to me. So
right.
I think that part really worked out well because I was so worried about saying, well, I want this, and when I got it, now I don't like it.
Right.
So the making changes was very easy. So yeah, I think the process in general, I'm very satisfied with it. From day one, the guy who came in and leveled did the land, he was really nice, and I would stop and talk to him. He'd answer any of my questions. He would tell me what he was doing. He'd stop and take time, because I knew he was working. So I try not to stay around too long and slow him down. But he answered all my questions, kind of showed me what they were doing. That went on a week or so. They took the forms off. Corey had also mentioned that the house was done and that they were going to plan on setting it 2 weeks after they did the foundation walls. The houses showed up on a Tuesday. They put them on the foundations on Thursday, and from there it seemed like it was done in 2 days.
Right.
Everything seemed to go pretty fast. I think the process, as far as my concern was, when I built my house in Florida, it was contractors were hard to deal with at times. We're busy, we're going to another place, or we couldn't, thing didn't come in. I don't know on your side of the fence where processes were bad or good. It seemed like everything rolled pretty quick here. Yeah, and they had the house done. Actually moved in almost 2 weeks early.
That's great.
Per my projected date. One of the things that I enjoy, and like I said, I just talked to you earlier about having an issue with the drain, with the sink fittings came apart and it leaked all over the floor. I didn't really know what it was. What happened is the stack shifted and it pulled apart. Called Corey. It was 10 o'clock at night. I said, hey, I hate to bother you in the middle of the night, but So he said, don't worry about it. He said, we'll get somebody up there, and that was, 2 days later. There was Lamar was here and he was fixing it. It was just a piece of pipe was a ½ inch too short. But that's what I thought was pretty impressive. That he told me in the beginning, and they all do. Call me if you have a problem. Well, that's lip service. Most people don't follow through with that, and I was impressed. And I've been impressed with Corey and you guys and Jason and the whole crew from day one. And I've told everybody who talks about the house or sees the house. Again, I think the process worked well. I mean, from I guess you guys say turnkey. So from day one, you can pick out anything you want to do if it's possible, and then follow that process all the way through. From dealing with the modern homes, I've heard a lot of things. People say, well, modern homes are cheap and they're bad and they don't get built well. I didn't see that here. I didn't see that from the process of dealing with you guys. When the houses showed up on property, You know, sheetrock was missing in some places. So I snooped around. I looked through and seen how things were built and thought they were really well. And I think it's a stigma that some people just don't understand. I mean, I had it because I knew nothing about modular homes.
Sure.
I think a modular home's, you know, cheap. It's set up in 2 days and you live in it until it falls apart.
Right.
But I was wrong. I think it's a great experience. I know some of the neighbors have come by. They've seen the Corey sign out front. They've asked. They've stopped me out there in the yard, and the ones that want to come on and look, come inside and see the house. They like it, and I think that's a good experience. And I would tell them that my experience with Corey's and Richcraft have been great, and you know, hope that would continue for the next person to use it, and the next person to use it. So everybody has a different experience with different things. Mine's been wonderful.